Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Autoneo Foundation's video blog series Learn and Earn with Ivan. My name is Ivan Czar and I will be your host for this episode. Today we will continue to discover the advanced settings of the Market Maker, and we will cover one of my personal favorite, the band trading. Band trading can be a very effective tool if you use it right. You can harness continuous trends or make profit on sudden price breakouts or price dips. So I hope you're ready. Let's get started. Before we begin, I would like to talk a few words about how band trading works. Basically, we define a sell zone and a buy zone, and the market maker will put out sell orders if a price is over a certain level and put out buy orders if the price is under a certain level. So how can you work with this? If you set your zones too far away from each other in the hope of bigger gains, then maybe you will be out of luck, because it's futile if your orders never fill, right? So if you put your zones too close to each other, then maybe the gap between them is not enough to cover your expenses, because with each trade you have to pay fees to the exchange you trade on. So it is advised to set the gap at minimum double of the trading fee you have to pay. In case of Binance, this is 0.1%, so this gap should be 0.2%. And of course you need to carefully analyze your price action, because let's say if you set up your zones like this, then you will have a lot of hits in the buy zone but none in the sell zone. So basically the market maker will spend all your money to buy up the token you just set up. And on the contrary, if you set your zones too low, then the market maker will sell all your tokens but cannot buy them back. And you can make profit only if the trades happens in both directions, both in the sell zone, both in the buy zone. Hopefully with each tick you will have one in each. So you can ask, what if we put the sell zone and the buy zone just almost merge into each other? Well, then if the price action is against you and a lot of trades will happen around this terminator line, then maybe you will generate some losses, but you will have larger volume. And maybe if you would like to go to swarm, then maybe it's advisable to set the band orders, let's say something like this, having a mixed an overlapped zone when both buy and both sell can happen. And if the price action go to the extreme, then you can only sell or only buy. It's up to you how you prefer. So but my personal preference is to have them separate like this. So how can you make profit on a continuous trend? Well, if your analysis is correct and your token will have a continuous uptrend, and you can somehow foretell where the price action will have a middle range, then you can set a buy zone under that zone, under the middle zone, and a sell zone over that middle zone. So market maker will continuously buy up as long as the price is over a certain price level, and then sell if your token reaches a certain level. So it's kind of long position building, I would say. So you have to be careful, because if your money is run out, the market maker will stop. So you will have to choose your time frame carefully. Let's say not use longer time frames, refresh times, and use smaller base order size, so you will not run out so fast. Of course, you have to find a balance, because if you don't spend a lot of money, you will not make a lot of profit. But if you run out your money too soon, then you cannot harness all the possibilities lying here. So it's kind of guess game. And how can you make profit on a certain sudden price action like dips or price breakouts? Well, you can use the band orders like a watchdog. You say, okay, if the price goes over this level, because you suspect this level will be a certain top for any reason, and you say, okay, if the price breaks down significantly, then I am ready to buy up a little bit more. So if you have your trend guessed correctly, but you have some money on the side just for using the band trading like a watchdog to protect you from sudden price changes, then you can make a lot of profit. Because let's say you suspect the price will never go down, like never go under this price level, so you set up this buy zone, and you say the price will never go over this price level, so you set up a sell zone. And if you use this for a prolonged time and there a sudden price action happens, you will buy up a lot of tokens here, what you will use sell in this sell zone later. And how much profit you can make? Well, let's check it. Here is the price range, and let's say you buy both here, you sell there, it's a 10%. Okay, but what is the time frame you make this money? Let's check it. It's the date range. Let's say from here to here, this is 2 days, and 10% in 2 days, well, it's kinda lucrative, I would say. I'm rather sure you would like to see how this works in action. Well, no promises, but I will try. So I see these few last candles, and I hope the middle range will be somewhere here, maybe a little bit lower, let's say here. And I use this indicator here to have 0.2% gap, which is the double of the trading fee on Binance, and I hope the price action will be here somewhere. So maybe I'm right, maybe not. So how can we set up the market maker to use these settings? Well, the buy zone will be under 0.3924 and the sell zone will be over 0.3932. So this is the data what we have to enter for the market maker. So let's go to the market maker, select Binance, and let's say HBR USDT, main settings smart market maker, base order size, let's say, I don't know which is the minimum, so let's see if this works. Of course not, because it's 26 the minimum, so let's use 30. Refresh time can be 10 seconds. Buy spread and sell spread 0.1. This will have a significance, but let's talk about later. So here is the price band option. So our buy band 0.3923 and our sell band is 0.3932. Okay, let's start the market maker, and if the price action is in the dead zone, you will not see orders here, but now we see here it is, because we set smart market maker option, then with the spread 0.1%, the market maker put out orders over, not just in the sell zone. Basically, the settings, the band trading settings setup, is the market maker allowed to put out orders? Yes, because we are in the sell zone, and because we used smart market maker and we used spread, then the market maker put out order over the actual price action. This is very good to harness sudden breakouts, because you will put out orders only if the price goes higher, 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 but you won't put out trades here in the falling side. Well, but if you use TakerBot, it will just buy at the certain level wherever it finds. If it's in a sell zone, the market maker will buy. If it's a buy zone, on the contrary, if it's in a sell zone, the market maker will sell. If it's in a buy zone, the market maker will buy, no matter what, on the market price. But if you use limit orders, then of course you can say, oh, but I missed out these gains. Well, if you build a long position, maybe it's not really advisable to spend all your money as fast as possible. Maybe you want to wait a little bit and wait for these green candles, because when it's a green candle, you will be obviously have at minimum 0.1 plus the distance from this level. So maybe if we have luck, we can wait big red candles to enter into the buy zone, but I think it will take much time. But I hope it's understandable what I would like to see. Let's wait another round. The price action is lower than before, but the market maker put out a new orders in case the price action will go over. Hop, and we have another sell. But you can say, okay, but if we have used TakerBot, we would have trades here in the higher price level zone. Because we don't have a crystal ball, you always have to choose your own option and your own premonition, what is the better for you. But for me, I like the limit orders, because this is a guaranteed plus profit on the in addition to what is how the sell zone and the buy zone are set up. So I hope this clarifies whatever I wanted to say. I waited a few minutes before I closed this session, and unfortunately the price action didn't go down. But if we go to the market maker, we see, oh my god, we don't have the minimum fee each bar plus trading fee. So this happens if you set your refresh time too low, so you trade lot and very fast, so you run out of your money, and this can generate losses because you cannot buy back later your tokens, because the market maker will just spam you with this error message. So it's advisable to have larger capital on the side and calculate how long you can keep up this position if the trend goes against you. And of course you need to monitor what the market maker do and how the price action goes, and if the price action goes against you, like in this case, then you have to adjust accordingly, like stopping the market maker and setting up differently and start over. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and kind attention. I hope you found this episode informative, and I really wish you will have better luck than me. But don't forget, the band trading is a very good tool to build longer positions and liquidating longer positions. So it's not really advisable to use in 1 minute chart or something like that. It's more like on a 4-hour chart or maybe on the daily chart, depending on your preference, and using larger gaps and using larger spreads and deep pockets, of course. But if you do that, my personal record with band trading is 7.5% a day, which was my record, and I hope you will beat that easily. So until then, just try it out and happy trading.